Hey, listen,
I'm gonna need
all
I'm gonna need
all
more
I'm
than
saying
2
is
months.
we're here. We are live, everybody.
I'm gonna need way more than 2 months head start to get this going. Come on, I'm gonna need like 6 years.
I'll give you 3, buddy.
Oh man, it's the chaos. All right, but hey, listen, we're here. Word on the Street 2024. The street crew is coming in. Welcome everybody. Let's go. Word on the Street is live. Let's go. Welcome everybody to Word on the Street, powered by Beta Consulting Group. So excited to have you with us for this first show of 2024. The street crew is in the house. Let's give it up in order from, I guess we'll go counterclockwise from the top. Give it up for our man Coleman Ruffin in the house.
What kind of work do you do?
It is good to be back, starting off the new year strong.
It is good to be back, my friend. No doubt about it.
Trey, you're in our new office, right? Just ready for hundreds of people to go.
That's right. That's right.
We built something crazy.
We got a new location here. We're just looking to fill the seats, man. Who wants to work for Beta Consulting Group? Reach out to us on LinkedIn. You know, we got a job for you. No doubt about it. Actually, to be honest with the people, I'm at the Arter Express headquarters here in St. Louis. And you can see the people right behind me. They're literally working or walking, whatever they're doing, having a good time no matter what. But yeah, we're on site today. My only local customer that I have, everybody else is nationwide. So it's kind of fun to get over here
and they've got a sweet office.
They got a sweet office, killer office, about 5 years old. It's incredible. Great terminal for the drivers. They got 900 trucks. They got a great terminal for their drivers. Just a solid company. Really fun to work with them, which is a lot of fun. All right, coming to us from the cold up in Boston. You know him as McNuts. Fuzzy Kyle McNutt in the house today.
Well, I had to be. I mean, Jeff shaves his whole damn thing. I got to look good for the crew.
I know. What is that all about? I mean,
also,
seriously.
Jeff wants to be Mr. Model. 2024, Jeff wants to be Sexy Jeff is what he's telling me to call him in the DMs. I ain't going to call you Sexy Jeff, regardless of what you want to be.
Not happening.
Yeah,
no,
not
it's
happening.
not happening. Not
I'm
happening. Good to
call
see you, my
Mitch
friend.
Sexy. I'll call Coleman Sexy. Not you, Jeff.
Man,
How are you doing?
Not Trey.
You doing okay? You doing well?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I mean, listen, it's
Covered
all
a little
good.
bit,
I
yeah.
know you want to talk about Florida State. I mean, we could talk about an exhibition game all you
We're
want,
gonna
but
get
I
to
mean, we could talk about the Chiefs exhibition game. I think we should really talk about games that happen in the season that matter, like the Raiders and the Chiefs. What happened in that one, Coleman?
We're going to talk about that later. Everybody give it up from Chicago, our boy Mitch Kowalewski from R2X.
What's up? Happy New Year.
Look at the hat, dude. Look at the hat. Look at the beard. You're coming in strong.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Looks like you're ready to go hunting, dude. I love it. I love it, man. You could go kill a deer with that.
Cold in Chicago. Cold.
Dude, how do I get one of those stocking caps? Those are tight, dude. I love that.
Man,
That's nice.
I have a laundry list of go outs that just need to go out. It's on me. I have everything ready to go. Check your mail very shortly.
Let's go.
This hat is so warm. You'll have to go see a doctor.
Real quick, not to
Hold on. Do you think the Pony Express can deliver the stocking cap to Trey? What the hell, Trey?
Yeah.
What do you call that? Do you call that a stocking cap? Really?
I call it a stocking cap or a toboggan. I don't know.
A beanie, you
A
weirdo.
toboggan?
beanie.
It's a
Toboggan is a
beanie, you
sled.
freaking nerd.
I don't know. They're pretty warm. They're pretty warm.
All right, well,
They're pretty
looking forward
warm.
to it. Hey, we got a guest. We got a visitor.
We swag her out too. She's swagged out. We make sure.
Love it. Dude, I love it.
Oh, there we
Look at
go.
that.
She's like,
Look
I'm
at
outta
that. She's like, I don't want any part of this. And coming to
great
us
grill
from
market.
New Jersey, he was the Bodacious Cowboy. Not sure what to call him today. Give it up. My man, Jeff Dickinson in the house.
There we go. The ex-bodacious cowboy is in the house. And you know what?
You have
I
to-
went to sleep last night with it on, and next thing I know, here's Mitch sporting a whole one. What the hell? How did?
I don't know, man. I
Jeez,
love it.
unbelievable.
Jeff, you
And
need to change your
sneaking-
walk-up song. It needs to be John Bon Jovi now. You're more Jersey than ever, buddy.
Ooh, that's a good call. That's a good
Hey,
call.
as long
And
as it's not a Swiftie song, I'm good.
Sneaking into the show, the visionary of Broker Carrier Summit. Coming up, our man, Graham Lindsay. What's up, my friend? How are you?
Doing well. How are you? Sorry I'm late.
No, that's all right. You're right, dude. You're right on time. Anytime you show up is the right time, dude. You're right
That's when the party
on
starts.
time.
That's what
right.
I keep trying to tell people, but I keep getting pushback. So I don't know.
Well, anyways. All right. Good to see you guys. All right. We got to get this show started. First of all, we got an announcement to make, a couple announcements to make. But the first one is this. Starting in February, we're going to be streaming exclusively to YouTube. It's got better search features, better connectivity, those types of things. So make sure you go right now. Open up a new tab and go to YouTube and search for the Beta Podcast Network, beta_podcast_network, and subscribe right now so you get notifications when we go live. Don't want to miss an episode. That's going to be starting in February. Until that time, we're going to be streaming here on LinkedIn as well. We might even start streaming to Twitter. Twitter's got some new streaming features, everybody, that are dope. So might have to go over to X. Yeah, that's right. We got to go over to X. So just an update, go to YouTube, search Beta Podcast Network, and subscribe so that you can watch every show starting in February. Looking forward to that. Also, a shout out to our new sponsor, Thai Software. Our friends over there at Thai coming in big. Appreciate that. And so super excited to have them on board as a sponsor. That's right. Hey, listen, they know about freight brokerage, collaborating with top freight brokers to build a revolutionary TMS designed to save you time and scale the growth of your operations. Thai's multimodal platform provides full-scale automation, allowing you to go from quote to delivered with minimal intervention. Check them out today at bit.ly/Thai-software. bit.ly/Thai-software. Dan Deegan, what's up, my friend? Who's the guy at the bottom of the line?
There he is.
I know. It looks like Jeff. It's not, dude. We're still trying to figure out what happened. His twin brother came in.
And a bad nightmare. Jesus.
I know. We'll see what happens.
When did Jeff's son join the podcast?
I know what happened.
Yeah.
Dude, can we get a before and after picture? I want to see because it's like 20 years, dude. It's unbelievable.
I told
Crazy.
people it would happen,
You got the fresh
At my
hat.
age, I have no wrinkles. I'm in great shape, dude. I'm in great shape.
Impressive. Do the show while
Maybe
walking.
Last time Jeff looked like this.
Again.
The last time Jeff looked like this, JFK lost his life in Dallas, Texas.
And sneaking in as well, we got Jennifer Carpus Romaine in the house. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, Jen.
Jennifer.
Yeah, throw the hair. That's right. Throw the hair.
Well,
Tick, tick, boom.
I'm making meatballs and browning butter for cookies, but I wanted to come in and say hello.
Wait, meatball
Making
cookies?
meatballs.
No,
And
two
then
specific
comma.
things. I'm making yes.
Comment there.
I'm making meatballs and I'm browning butter I make these sea salt butterscotch chocolate chip pretzel cookies.
That's dope.
All right,
And the
Go back
big-
to this meatball cookie. I'm very interested in what a meatball cookie is.
No, the
you
meatballs
all in
are
the
just
Midwest do some
meatballs.
pretty interesting
Oh,
stuff.
come on, man. You don't have to show that.
Matters, Kyle.
No.
Punctuation matters. Hey, did you guys know
And
that
then
there's actually a
Brown
name
butter.
for the practice? There's a name for the practice of using a comma to change the meaning of a word. I just read that in the Hamilton book about the musical Hamilton. There's an actual science about this. There's a name to the process of using punctuation to change the meaning of a phrase. So, for example, in Hamilton, he says, "My dearest Angelica," but he puts a comma after "dearest," meaning.
Because they were lovers.
You read the Hamilton book from the play. You didn't read the actual book that they created from, like, about the play?
No, I read the Hamilton book about the musical. They have a book
Right.
that tells you all about how they created the musical. I read that whole book. It's like 250 pages over the break.
Ooh, big read day. Did you
I
get a
know.
gold star?
Growing up, and I got a sticker. And I
Someone's
think if I
getting a
do two
personal
more, I
pan
get a free
pizza. Pizza Hut.
Got a sticker.
That's right.
They still do that.
Gold
That's
star.
They really?
FYI. That's still a
They
thing.
still do
Oh,
Pizza
Trey's
Hut
going to the
food
nearest
program?
Pizza Hut. Be like, I read this.
Yeah.
Like, give me my
Listen,
pizza.
I'm getting my daughters involved, and I'm stealing the pizza. That's what I'm doing. So
See,
I'm
there's my
I'm
point.
cool.
You have to learn something new every day in this industry.
I know.
You
I
have
know.
to.
That's how it works.
That's it.
All right, everybody. It's time for our segment. What's the word? Sponsored by our friends over at Thai Software. We got a lot to talk about this week. I think we got to start off by talking about Florida State. I mean, man, that was rough. That was rough.
Who?
I felt bad.
Oh, yeah. Is that a team?
I mean, who did they dress up in those uniforms? I mean, who was that?
I don't know, local high
My
school maybe.
goodness.
I don't know.
Those were
So
our
Kyle,
freshmen.
listen. I know as a freshman, I know that there were like 13 players that opted out, which sucks, by the way. I
Our
hate
starting
that.
lineups
Football.
opted out.
Wait,
I
wait a
hate that.
second. Were they players?
They were freshmen, Jeff. Yes.
They were on
Were
the,
they
they were on the
players?
practice squad. They got promoted.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, got it.
Promoted. But here's the thing: is why didn't Florida State take the approach of? I mean, were they so pissed off that they just decided to skip it? Why didn't they take the approach of we're going to pound Georgia and show that we belonged in there?
Because they
Like, I think this hurts them down the road.
you would think going 13-0 showed they belong. I don't
I
think
agree.
an exhibition game matters in the bowl. The whole
I
I'm
agree.
with the players. I
Wait, I got
100%
to stick
agree
up
with
for
the players.
Kyle. I have to stick up for Kyle. There were plenty of players that opt up out of the game when they were 13
I know.
0. You know, which why? That's the biggest question. Why on
That's what I'm
such a
asking.
big game like this?
Because
being
they were
13
told
and
these games
0?
don't matter. They were told none of this matters.
I hear that.
They opted out so they could do their career. They played through injury during the regular season. They did stuff that they really, for their body, shouldn't. And college is amateur sports at the end of the day. So
That's
why would you
true,
play?
too. True.
Think
It's all
about
good
this.
points. It's all
Their
good points.
career.
Valid
Hold on.
point.
I'll say this for logistics. Make sense for y'all. When did y'all join logistics? Like, what age did you guys join logistics?
34.
Too early.
20.
Dan's like one of the few that like joins it early. Most of the time, it was your secondary career, right?
Not
These
me.
guys' main
Not me.
career, their main money time comes in the NFL. They get 4 years in the NFL.
I
Why
agree
would
with
you
that.
play in a meaningless bowl game that doesn't matter? It's all for television. You don't see that money. It doesn't matter to your career. I completely
agree with
fine with
all
them
that.
opting out.
I just think it's going to hurt them down the road when they're in the similar situation again. Because Liberty went 13 as well and got
that's okay.
pounded.
What do you mean? They opted out for the
I agree with
NFL.
that,
You
too.
can't opt out. There's no situation. They're going to be in their career.
Not them. Florida State. Florida State.
They
Yeah,
can
Florida
hurt
State's
them.
is like TCU, and it's going to hurt them next time that they're up there because they're going to go. Remember what happened
TCU,
last time with
Coach
Georgia?
left. TCU and Florida State aren't apples to orange. You guys are taking all these troll takes. Go ahead and do the trolls. You can. I don't need to listen to you NFLers who sit there and like, I know.
All right, you made good points. You made good points, but it was a pretty brutal game to watch. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty
It was brutal.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I don't
a
think
bowl
many people
game.
watch-
I will
Yeah.
say this though. Good luck on them convincing your next team that you play for that you're a team player and you're not a selfish prick.
Exactly.
I mean, that's where I'm at. Like sometimes you
Yeah,
just
I
gotta
agree
bite
with
it.
that.
Man, coming in hot. I like it.
Doesn't matter.
Coming in hot.
You say that Christian McCaffrey didn't play in his
Man,
bowl game.
tells it the way it is, folks. They have
Damn,
it.
that's all. You guys
Lose
can
up
have
to
these
that.
theories. Christian McCaffrey, Leonard Fournette didn't play in their bowl game, and they did just fine in the NFL.
I know.
You can sit there and play this like, oh, the moral game, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
Okay.
they want to
okay.
know, like, I'm investing millions of dollars in you. Are you going to be strong enough? Are you going to be good enough for my team to be competitive enough so I can get money as a billionaire owner?
All right, we got
True.
5 more minutes
True
of
that.
football talk. All right, 5 more minutes of football
Domestic
talk.
abuse in football at this point, right?
Then they
Kyle,
control Aaron
I love-
Rodgers.
I love your sensitivity to Tomahawk Nation. I love it. I love that passion, man. It's unbelievable. Just keep that fire going, Kyle. Always.
Never change.
Listen, man, I pay for my fandom. I pay my college
Yeah,
grades.
there he is, right there.
Clearly, in many ways, that's right. So we have the national championship is now set. We got Washington taking on Michigan. How many people think Michigan's going to actually win a national championship? Raise your hand. How many people? Ooh, 2. Okay, 2, 3.
defense.
Okay. All right. How about Washington? Who's going Washington? I'm going Washington. I would just like to see the Pac-12 win the championship. The last year the Pac-12 exists. I just think that would be kind of a fun story. So I'm going Washington on that. And I like their quarterback a lot. Penix is pretty impressive. So
How do you get a Florida State
Be an
grad off the
upset.
court?
Could be an upset.
Coleman's putting comments in while he's watched the show. I love it. It's good.
Had to test it out on YouTube.
Michigan by a million.
Kyle,
Just
how do
They
you
do
get,
that.
how
That's
do
the
you
thing.
get
If
a
you
Florida
guys put
State
comments
grad?
in, they should know.
Yeah.
Kyle, how do you get a Florida State grad off your porch?
Free shoes. What
Paying
are
for
we
the
gonna
pizza.
say? Man, hit me with it. I grew up in Florida, man. You can try to burn me all you want with this stuff. I've heard every corny Florida joke they got.
You need some water for that
we're going
burn,
off the
Kyle,
rails
or what?
early today. I like it. Going off the rails early. All right.
You're the only one with
Um,
aftershave burn, Jeff, on this call.
All right, so we got the national championship game set. That's next Monday night. We got the NFL playoffs almost set, so that's a big game. Buffalo has a crazy swing. It's possible that they could get the number 2 seed in the AFC, or they could miss the playoffs Like it's crazy. Like it's
I
pretty
hope
wild.
Buffalo
So,
gets in there.
Yeah,
haven't seen
AFC's
that
wild
scenery,
right now.
It is. It's totally drunk. That's right. So we'll see what happens with that. Kyle, my Chiefs did lose to the Raiders on Christmas Day. It was a bit of a downer. I'm not going to lie. Couldn't believe it. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, the
That's
Raiders
pretty
are
unfortunate.
terrible.
Do you
That's
think Taylor
almost
Swift?
worse than Florida State.
Just
No, well,
goes
the
to
Raiders-
show you that
what-
the Chiefs didn't show up, but the Indians
Yeah.
did.
the only thing worse than the Raiders are the Chiefs wide receivers. That's the only thing worse than the Raiders. Chiefs wide receivers. So, yeah,
Well,
it was a
Bears
bummer.
fans
I mean, I'm
But
not going to argue
It's a
that.
bold statement.
Yeah.
again, all that matters is what they do this month and next month. That's all that matters.
I
Nobody
mean, good
cares about
quarterbacks
anything.
make excuses. Tom Brady never had to worry about that. He didn't have good receivers at all. He won championships.
I mean, my guy's got 2 championships already. I'm just saying he's on the right. He's further along than anybody else at this point in reaching that. So I'm just saying that's where we're headed. So, all right, okay, enough about that. All right, it's the New Year's 2024. Happy New Year, everybody.
Same to you, buddy.
Appreciate that. Anybody do something extravagant over the break? Like really, like pretty crazy, pretty fun. Anybody?
Got a stomach bug and threw up for a whole 24 hours. That was
Amazing.
cool.
Nice.
Incredible.
Nice.
I've talked to so many people that got sick over the
Yes.
holidays. Like
Yeah.
it is
Oh, yeah.
every other
Jennifer
person
was
I've
sick.
talked to. It's insane. Knock
Yeah.
on wood, I was solid. I was up in the mountains snowboarding. For
You were in
about
nature,
a week,
baby.
so,
You're
like,
skiing.
Yeah, like I was enjoying it.
Shredding it
But
up.
Sorry that you were sick. Not to
Did
rub
you have a
it in.
stocking
I don't
cap
know
on?
I don't know what happened, but I went out on New Year's Eve and I woke up the next morning and this is happening.
Dude,
And
you
I'm
hit
like,
it hard,
what
dude.
the
You hit it
hell?
hard.
Just
mean-
keep it going. Make this joke go the whole year. Every single time, just come up with a new way that you lost your beard.
Crazy, pretty wild. Yeah, so Coleman was up skiing. Were you snowboarding or skiing? What do you got? Snowboarding. right?
Snowboard. Yeah, snowboarding
Yeah.
forever. I want to get into skiing though because I got old man knees now, and I heard it's better. So
Oh,
See, I should have done it a long time
knees.
ago. I want to learn how to snowboard, but I don't know if it's going to work or not at this age. I will definitely catch a rail and go down hard on a rib. Not too excited about that. Anyone else do anything fun?
Low key.
Casino?
Low key.
What?
It's
No,
this,
we went
this
to
holiday
Florida.
snuck up. I wasn't prepared. It just like all of a sudden, travel, airplane, and it's like Christmas Eve. So I got to plan this a little bit better on some transition time next year, I think.
And you're in
You'll get there, my friend.
logistics. And you are in logistics, man. That's
I know.
no, he's so focused on
Brutal.
making sure everybody else's runs smoothly. His was at the tail end.
taking care of everybody else except
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
did something crazy. I'm not sure how I feel about it. The last
Way to
3 or
go,
4 days.
Mitch.
Yeah.
The last
I know.
3 or 4 days, I've actually gotten about 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm not sure exactly
What?
how I feel about that.
Wow.
It's a new
It's
thing.
massive.
Brag.
I actually have energy. I'm awake. I'm not dependent entirely on coffee at this moment.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the dark side. That's the way you do it right
no
there.
guarantees how long that's going to last into the new year. I'm not even going to make it a resolution, but it feels pretty good at the moment.
It's that
Same time, my
Indiana
friend.
water, man. It's that Indiana water.
It is. Absolutely.
I like it.
Love it. Happy about that. Yeah, Jennifer got sick. I got a few text messages about
Yes.
that. We corresponded a few times. Not knocked you out a little bit, but you're back
Yeah,
now.
I had COVID and then I was fine for like 2 days and then I have a sinus infection, but at least I have meds for that. It was not
And
fun.
meatballs.
Don't hang out at Trey's house ever again.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what
I
happens when
probably
you
got
sleep
it
in Trey's
from.
basement.
I
You didn't sleep.
I didn't
basement.
sleep in the basement. Coleman did.
Hotel.
I got a hotel room like a normal person.
Because Coleman knew where the virus was.
Yeah. I'm patient 0, but I was fine. I just gave it to everybody else.
That was great. We had a good time. But yeah, it was on the heels of the beta retreat, so you never know if that was the case or not. Your video froze, by the way. You're frozen on my screen, just in case you're
It would be
wondering.
great to have a GoPro just on a deal on her forehead as she's making
Right
these
there,
cookies.
as she's making the meatballs
Oh,
and
that
the
would be
cookies.
great.
Why?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a
Well, I
full
can show
contact
you.
sport when she cooks, huh? Jen isn't stopping. This is
There it is.
Yeah.
There it
Those
is.
are my
Have a
meatballs.
lot of cookies.
And
Those
then
are
I'm
a lot of
starting.
meatball cookies.
Cookies. Look at
Yeah.
this. What are we
And
doing
then
with our
that's
lives?
my brown
What are we-
butter.
Hi, welcome to Jennifer's cooking show.
I did that when everyone was in lockdown. My family insisted on doing Zoom calls all the time, and I hated it. And so I would just start baking so that I could be doing something, and they would have to watch me, and then they couldn't eat it, and it was funny.
They loved you for that too, I bet.
Come
I'm
on,
sure
Yeah.
they
Jen.
loved
You
that
just
so
want
much.
to get out of the room. Come on. Now.
That's cool. All right. It's 2024. Dan, you mentioned it. It's resolution season. Do you guys make resolutions? Do you goal set? And how do you do it? What do you guys do? Let's go around. Coleman, what do? You rock some goals? You make some resolutions?
Yeah, well, I try to have things that it's not just because of the new year, but I was also playing soccer the other day and I was gassed after running for a minute. And I'm like, I need to get back into shape. So I set a goal that I'm going to run my fastest mile I've ever run in my life before the end of the year. And that is a 5:15 mile.
Get out.
That's moving.
That's moving. You beat me.
Yeah.
That's moving.
not
How old were
going
you
well
when you
so
ran
far,
that
trust me.
mile?
Coleman,
How old were you when you ran that mile?
Are you
I
talking
was
about
in high school playing
PlayStation or real
soccer
life?
every day. Yeah, real life. That was when I was like peak athleticism in high school. So I got a little ways to go. That's for sure.
Nice.
So you got kind of
You,
one
man, I
goal.
hope
Like
you do
2
it.
years ago for you, Coleman.
I like that.
Yeah, it was actually last year when I was in high school, Kyle. But yeah, no, it's like, and I figured with that, right, like it's just gonna come and just getting everything else in shape. But like that was just something that stuck out to me, and then I told my wife and I told a couple other people. So now I actually have
it's
to do
out
it.
there.
Now I have
you
no
got to
out.
do it.
I have
That's
to.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Yeah.
so Coleman is running a mile in under 5:15. That's his goal for this year in 2024. Kyle, how about you? What do you got?
I mean, clearly I'm already peak physical male, so I don't need to work out or anything like that. Best looking on word for sure. No, I ain't got no damn time for that. I don't get 8 hours of sleep like Dan. I gotta work stuff. I ain't got no damn time to make little frilly goals and run around like, oh, what's my mile time? Don't care. I'm an adult.
All right.
Do my job, pay the taxes, get it done.
Damn.
All right. So you're just living life, man. You're just living your best self. There's no goals.
I take it
All
back.
right.
I don't have any goals. I take it back.
That's right.
There you go.
All right. So Jeff, what do you got, man? You got some goals?
Yeah, I believe if you think of it, you don't wait for New Year's, you just do it then. I mean, because why wait?
Yeah.
I've never been that way, but I do have to admit, I lost 3 pounds since the New Year's because I started a new diet because I want to lose up to 40 pounds by June. I know I'll do it, but it's a little tougher now because I'm a little older. I can't run. I can't do the things that I used to do. So I have to be a little bit more inventive. Let's put it that way to do it. It's tough.
So that's
man.
why you
Not
shaved
easy.
your beard, huh?
That
Lose
was
some
5
weight
pounds
again,
right
Like
there.
that was 2 calves worth of,
Right there.
of weight right there.
Boom. There you go. But it is tough. If you're going to do something, don't wait for a specific date. Do it when you think about it. Just do it.
I agree with you on that. We decided as a family that we need to get better habits around working out as a family because we all are
Like that.
a little sedentary right now. And so what we did was we got a gym membership back in December. Started going in December and just say, we're not going to wait for January. We're just going to do it now. So we go to the gym at least 3 times a week as a family, and that's been really fun and it's been good. It's just kind of even if you get busy and you just don't have time maybe to do a personal workout, it's something. It gives you something to do and go to the.
Let's make. I'll set your resolution for you. Do a full push-up. I still haven't seen you do one of those full push-ups. You don't even go chest to deck. You kind of just do a little one. Let's see.
He's got to sign a release form. Don't let him do it without the release form.
He's not touching. Look, he's not touching the ground.
I'm touching the ground, dude.
He's not touching the ground.
I hit it
The
3
angle.
times with my chest. I didn't angle.
I want to see 10. Let's see 10.
Right.
No, not now.
All right. Okay.
You do
Mitch.
know that you can just say no. Like
Shut
you
up,
don't
Jen.
have
Shut
to
up.
peer
Can't-
pressure.
I can't say no to Kyle. I can't.
You're a
Mitch,
grown man.
Mitch, talk to us about your goals while I
That's
get
the
man.
whole session. Is what can we make
After
sure to
eight.
do on this show?
Oh,
there we go.
That's a whole show.
All right, guys.
We
What
could
else do you
film
want me
it
to?
on
That's
What do
the
you want me
worm.
to challenge him
That's
to?
the worm. Those aren't push-ups. That's the worm.
Look at that old Navy jeans. That cheeks. He's serving.
Now,
up
I
snacks
want you
tonight.
guys to listen to his voice when he gets done.
Yeah. Why do you think
Hold
I
on.
said 10?
Let's see
Catch
if
his
he's
breath.
winded. Let's
What do
see
you
if
think?
he's
What do you
winded.
think Jeff? What do you think you're going to hear?
Ooh, Jeff, your turn. Let's
look
see
at
you
that.
do some push-ups, old man.
Nice.
Let's see you, Jeff. That's what Trey's saying. He's like, you man up, mount up, regulator.
I at shoulders, I can't do it. I'm serious. I can't do it.
How many
All right,
sit-ups can you do?
Let's move it over to Mitch. Mitch, what do you do about goals and resolutions?
Yeah, for me, guys, I definitely, it's, Coleman said, hey, I don't try to wait for the new year, but I got to get into better shape personally. For me, I'm on an airplane every single week of my life, and that's really tough living out of hotel rooms, but those are all excuses. I have a great gym in my office when I'm in Indianapolis. So I need to prioritize it, but it's not just working out. I eat like garbage when I'm on the road, and I got to change that up in 24 a little bit better. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'll do that next year. And, got some kids, got some other things, and I'm old now. So it's now's the time to keep that control back with some self-discipline a little bit better.
Love it. We're going to hold you to that. Dan, how about you?
I stopped doing resolutions years ago because I got distracted a third of the way through the year. And kind of like what Jeff and Coleman were saying, I don't want to wait till the end of the year to make goals. I also don't want to be pigeonholed into the goals I had in January. If something comes up in May, I want to be able to actually pivot and do that and not feel bad about it. So what I ended up doing in the last few years is we define a word of the year. So my word for 2024 is focus. Focusing in on the things that I'm doing and being intentional about how we tackle all the things that come in front of us. So
love that. I'm impressed that you would make it a third of the year on your resolution. Most people don't make it outside of January. So
I'm stubborn, dude.
Kudos to you. Understandably so. All right, Jennifer, how about you? Goals, resolutions? Do you participate? Do you not care?
I don't. So I've done it one of two ways. I either don't participate and just like go forward, or I do the full thing where I create like life smart goals and then put them on a piece of paper and like really do it. In truth, because I was sick all break and my kid is still home, it doesn't even feel like the new year has happened. So I feel like I will reassess on Monday because he's
Jen,
here.
can I
Hey,
give you one? Can I give
Monroe,
you
you
one?
want to say? Hold on. Do you want to say hello? It's your fan
Monroe,
club.
what's up, buddy?
What's up?
How are you,
Paul?
man? Happy New Year.
Why aren't you in school right now?
I get off.
What? Come on, you can be learning. Read a book. That way you get a personal pizza. Trey read one book this break. How many books did you read?
How many books did you read this break? Right.
How many
He's
push-ups can
busy
you do?
losing teeth,
How
man.
many games of Mario
He's
Kart
working.
did you play?
40.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just going to duck out right now.
Love it.
Okay, stop
Love it.
screaming though. That's
He's now terrified.
That's enough. No.
I'll never get on that show again.
Jim, what you should do, let's make your New Year's resolution getting a pair of wireless headphones, because who the
I
hell still
have
has
those.
those things? Oh,
But
okay.
they're just not charged.
Oh, okay.
I thought I missed the roast. It's the roast. Everyone's
No, I'm like the worst person to try to roast because I take everything literally. Like instead of just accepting that was a joke, I was like, oh no, I have them. They just need to charge. My family does this to me all the time and they hate it. I'm like, sorry, I just don't care.
Love it. So, Jim, with goals and resolutions, you're an all or nothing kind of person. I
Yes.
like that.
Ask
Yeah.
me again next week.
All right. We'll check in on that as well. So, Dan, I'm with you. I always come up with a word that kind of captures what I'm trying to accomplish. And my word this year is transform. And I picked that word because there's some personal transformation that needs to happen, not only with my body, but also just mentally, and things I need to learn as a business.
Yeah. Uh-oh. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15%
What up, Dave?
concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain,
And 100%.
Scott got the moves.
Hey, Scott. Jeff shaved his beard. Jeff shaved his mutton chops. Look.
I
Look at
I
this.
saw that on his LinkedIn. I didn't know if that was like an old picture and then like he superimposed it or something. But no,
He's ready to appear
Wow.
in the JCPenney catalog
he's
once
just
again.
bodacious.
He's ready. His company
Yeah.
newsletter is going to be amazing. this year.
JC Penny catalog.
He's just promoting the come get your
I'm gonna pick the worst catalog in the
Did you
history
say
of catalogs.
GQ?
GQ.
I mean, listen,
Cowboys
with
only?
that type of model,
Love it.
Yo, Cowboys only.
All right. So, Scott, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for jumping in. Happy New Year to you. We're talking a little bit about goals. We're talking about kind of how we do that. And I was just saying that my word for 2024 is transform. Some personal transformation needs to take place, but also the business needs to transform. It needs to become more of a business and not just a job for me. Can this run without me? Can this grow without me? That's what we're working towards. And so transform is a big word. And then the other thing is what we're trying to do for our clients, what we're working towards is to transform their business to become a known and trusted brand. So the word just kind of captured everything that we're trying to go after. So transform is the word for this year. And everything that we're doing is in that direction. I went and got an in-body scan, which I've never done that before, but you guys may know what that is.
Yep.
We got an in-body scan, so I got a really good assessment of where I'm at physically and what I need to do.
Does that require lube?
Kyle,
It's an in-body scan. I have no idea.
Do they do that through the mouth, or do they do?
So
Kyle.
it's a
How are
scale.
they
it's a
scanning?
scale
Where are they going
with-
in?
With monitors.
it's a
Where are they
scale.
going in?
And it's got
PG.
sensors.
Scale.
You
Oh, I
grab
thought
it.
you said scan. I thought it was in-body scan. I was like,
In-body scan is in-body is the brand.
Is the
In-body is the
brand.
brand. All right.
Oh.
So you stand on a scale with your socks off, and you hold levers that you put your thumbs on, and it measures it measures the weight and the of each limb, as well as the fat and the muscle content for your body.
So how much does your mohawk weigh?
That-
I mean, I just cut it off before I did it, but it was a good probably
Oh.
pound and a half. You know,
Probably.
probably. Would that count as fat or muscle? I don't know. What you count hair as? I don't know what the category that would go under. But anyway, so I got an in-body scan. I know where I'm at on that. I got back in touch with my personal health coach, so we've got a plan in place for that. So everything is about transform. So I love the idea of kind of having a word. I'm going to get something made that goes on my wall back at home, so that I can just see that all the time and be thinking about that. So transform is the word for 2024. Scott, do you do resolutions or goals? And if so, what are they? What do you got?
You know, I do, but I don't. It's like personally, I should write them down a lot, but I don't. I try to internalize some, like, hey.
Are your sales trainees hearing this? Are they going to hear this? So you don't write down your goals?
I don't write down my personal goals, but it's definitely a horrible. I teach it, but there's more of those practice what you preach.
Do
But
as I
only
say,
have
not as I
3,
do.
and they should be doing
There's a
some
goal.
business acquisition, not wasting time on a podcast during lunch. But
Man,
no.
wasting time. Jeez.
Right? I mean,
Scott just earned his first mute, everybody. He just earned that bad boy.
Welcome to free speech jail, Scott. It's not that hard to get it.
Oh, he's out. He's out of the whole thing.
That was the whole
I
thing.
didn't do that.
Thank you.
I didn't take you out of the whole thing. That was Natalia or
Morgan. It was
or Morgan. One of them took you out.
Wow.
But no, I did. There's a Jocko.
Gone again.
The Morgan Scott enemy. Like, this is her
Wow.
villain story, huh?
Eh.
I'm gonna find where
About
she
putting
popped
on
in
someone's
on
skin.
my podcast where she was in the beginning.
We got a little-
I'll post that up there.
We got a little
But
side
Jocko
piece
did
going.
one called the Def Reset. Discipline equals focus. So it's really cool what he's got, and I probably will utilize because he's got a weekly sheet that helps you check off individual goals, daily goals, weekly goals, and and it's not like specific. They're pretty broad, but hey, what did you do? Did you stick to your diet? Doesn't have to be my diet. A diet. Did you stick to one? Did you wake up before the enemy? I don't know if anybody follows Jocko, but.
All right, well, we'll see.
We were in
we'll see
Iraq
that,
together, so it's really cool. Not together, but like he was on a base at the same time, so it was really cool.
We'll see how long these goals and resolutions stay in place and who really transforms here in 2024. So good stuff, everybody. Happy New Year, happy 2024. Let's talk about the industry for a little bit. A lot of things to look forward to. Some people are talking about the industry making a rebound. I know we're seeing a lot of data out of FreightWaves and Craig Fuller talking about that. We got a lot of individuals who are making some strides. What companies and founders are you guys looking to here in 2024 to make a splash? Anybody come top of mind?
Man, that's a big one. There's a lot of momentum. This year will be really, really interesting to see. I think everybody was kind of waiting in 23. I think they're still waiting in 24, right? And I think second half of 24 is when those splashes are going to happen overall. But
so a couple things I'll throw out there, then we talk about it. So I'm thinking about, Brad Jacobs is coming up with a new company. We'll see what he does with that. Couple of things, the Molo crew. So you guys know the people that started Molo back in the day, Andrew Silver, Will Jenkins, Stephen Mathis, maybe a few others in there. A lot of those guys are now starting some of their own stuff. They're branching out and doing their own thing. So Will Jenkins started Journey, which is a recruiting and training firm. So we'll see how he does with that. I'm sure he'll do great. He's got a great network. Andrew Silver started a new podcast called The Freight Pod, and it's awesome. Like, it's really, really good. So if you haven't subscribed to The Freight Pod yet, you should do that. Great stories with founders and people that he's known for a while in that realm of business, just telling stories, and it's just really, really good. So definitely check that out. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, a little bit of a throwback, but Shelly Simpson won most influential woman at Women in Trucking this year in November. And so I'm curious to, we haven't heard a lot from JB Hunt in a while since they came out with Hunt 360 or the JB Hunt 360 package that they had. Haven't heard a lot from them. I'm curious what's going to happen with them this year, but those are a couple of names that come to mind. Sarah Barnes Humphrey's doing some stuff around content that I think will be exciting. So we'll see what happens with that. Friends over at AVRL coming out with a new product on automation. There's some things on the horizon. I'm curious to see. What else do you guys have?
AI. I mean, ChatGPT, that trend's going to keep taking off. People are going to use that. I already see it in my industry with video, like the amount of new AI, new ChatGPT, new this, new that. It's all still a fad. That's what I think you're going to see a ton of that.
How many tech companies are actually using AI? I mean, they actually do it, or are they just using it for marketing? I think
the marketing. I think it's straight up the new fad diet. When it comes to this stuff, I know with video, they talk about, AI can take your job. But when you look at what the examples actually look like, not the marketing stuff of it, it's not great.
I think AI is a very loose term, right, of how we apply it and how we use it. I think the better term on that is automation. So are we using AI to springboard toward an automation on mundane operational tasks day to day in the industry, or things that we can just scale up repetitively? And AI is the incubator for a lot of that, right? So to me, if it's tied into an automation to streamline efficiency and logistics, that's interesting to me for sure.
And that's going to be a unique distinction between AI and bots, because right now bots can do a lot of that stuff. They can do a lot of automated work. So automation is moving full force. But how is AI going to change the game in an intense way? I saw a video recently where they were talking about how AI is drastically going to change private equity. Because now when you raise money and you raise that money to go hire a bunch of really high skilled people, what tasks could AI take over that lowers that burn rate? So now instead of only having a 1.5 year run rate, maybe you have 4 years now because you're implementing AI in lieu of some of those people that you were looking to hire. Or maybe you don't need as many of them. Maybe you only need to hire 4 or 5 really sharp people to get started instead of maybe 10, something like that. So that's going to be interesting to see how that impacts venture capital.
From a trucking freight broker standpoint, do humans really need to book on the other end to the truck, or can the truck book the load and start migrating toward that progress point, right? And I think
eventually it has to happen, right?
It's happening. It's been happening for a long time. It's just how much revenue dependency comes from that going into 24
right, on a higher scale.
No doubt.
What percentage of loads do you think are being booked automated right now across the board?
A lot.
What would you guess? You think it's
across
20%,
the board?
40%?
73%.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say less than 5.
Less than 5.
I was going to say closer to the 10 to 12.
Because implementation, a huge thing with all these automations and these freight matching tools is implementation. And you have to have the buy-in from your people in order to implement it. You gotta have proper training in order to implement it. And if one person in a pod or sales group it doesn't trust the implementation, it's not going to happen. And there are plenty of brokers out there that are dealing with that.
But Scott, that doesn't happen. That's bad news if it doesn't happen. So you have
bad news.
You have 2 conversations in that category. So we just hire a bunch more bodies, continue just that scale, talent and human beings over and over, and retention and whatever that is, or should we start figuring out how to automate these tasks versus doing that? And it takes creating technology of having your internal carrier board and communicating directly with your carrier, your source partner carriers. That's what it takes in my take.
Yeah. And
that's a great comment. I believe on Dale.
Yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Dale. Appreciate that. That's a good comment. I know you think about it too, there's 15,000 active broker MCs out there, probably 3,000 that are actively moving freight, maybe 4. I guarantee you these technology companies don't have 3,000 and 4,000 customers using it. So across the board, that number I think has to be lower than what we're hearing, because there's a lot of brokers that haven't even really implemented any technology to do that yet. So I don't know.
You're going to hear it from Jeff. What's the most important? Relationships, right?
Always. But it's not the customers using it. It should be the brokers using it for the carrier. In my take.
Right. I get it, but still, you still have to teach your guys to reach out to those carriers and say, hey, here's my load board. But guess what? You have to sign up. And how many of these carriers are going to want to have to, I have to sign up in order to bid on this freight? It's like, why don't you just tell me what the details are? It's unfortunate, but it's
Sure.
again all about training and implementation.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too with the broker and carrier, the dynamic trust is at the center of that. And my question would be, how do you build trust with a bot?
You can't.
Right, you can't.
There's
Right,
no
so you have to
trust.
have at
There's
some point
none.
you have to have a conversation
Where's
or a
the
number of
empathy?
conversations or an anchor person at each place to actually have that relationship.
So Dan,
tied to.
100%. So I don't think that any of these relationships start cold without any emotion. I think after the 50th load or the 60th load, you have access to my load board with all my available loads, and you can start handpicking those off yourself versus you and I having a physical conversation for 4 minutes about each one. This trust is established. You know that the invoices are paid in a timely manner. You know that we're a safe company on both sides. Now you can start independently working that way, and that to me is the birth of automation. Off of that.
Yeah.
And there are some
agree
companies
with
that
100%.
there are some companies that have been doing that for a while now. I mean, I think of Edge Logistics. They built their own internal load board for qualified carriers, so qualified carriers can come into their platform, see all their loads and book freight. I think it's like every broker needs to think of themselves moving forward as becoming like the Southwest Airlines of their industry, where people come and use their site, book things, and don't have to talk to anybody unless there's a problem. Like right now, if I'm on Southwest, I book all my flights, but if there's an issue, then I call somebody and then I want a good experience. I think that's how it's going to become moving forward.
I think Trey, it's a good point too. Do you know who's doing this right now? People with borrowed money, because borrowed money comes with efficiencies with their own money, and they expect you to have automation processes in place to scale their money on their investment. When Scott mentioned, hey, you're going to get a hard time having buy-in from that mom and pop legacy family company, you're absolutely right. You're going to get your ass kicked on that, right? And so that's who's doing it now. People with PE money, people that have outside money investment as a requirement to raise that money.
Okay, Mitch, pause for a second. Did we just see Mrs. Freight Sensei come across the screen? Is that what we just saw?
She's the first significant other in the history of Word on the Street that actually watches this crap, huh?
We're going mainstream on them now.
Right now, watch how the sensei changes his everything.
I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on,
this is like when Howard Stern's wife comes out with the show. He's really sweet and nice.
It must be nap time.
Scott wants to do top 5 wives of Word on the Street right now. He'll start off with his nomination.
Tara, thanks for watching the show. Glad you could be a part of it. Thanks for sharing Scott with us. We appreciate it. I had to pause, and I was like, "Man, that's crazy." Oh, see, driving forward says there's a substantial amount of freight that is automatically accepted based upon commitments. That's true. Yeah, I guess we could call that automated. That is true. Yeah. There's quite a bit of that. Good point. And that's Nate Johnson over there at Driving Forward
So
podcast.
what happens when there's operational changes? Cargo value changes. I mean, there's so many different things.
No, Jeff, there's always a human being. We're not saying 2 robots are going to rule the world. This is just, instead of manually having those conversations about everything, there's an incubator. Still call your contact when there's an issue, or your contact will call you on an alteration or change it in the system. Baby steps, crawl, walk, run. I don't think we go from 0 to 1,000 without any emotion. I think, again, it's just the efficiency of working harder, smarter.
True. Yep.
That
you might actually
exactly
get a human when you call.
That's why there's hybrid cars in between the transition from electric. We had to give everybody the training wheels to make this happen, right? This Tesla takeover.
Everyone drink. You talk hybrid cars with Jeff. He's about to take off about how they aren't going to work in America.
Yeah.
Tom knows me, baby.
I mean, to jump on your point, Mitch, I think
he's still riding horses, for goodness sake. I mean,
What's up, Kyle?
I've already shaved. I think the younger generations inherently are trusting technology faster than anything else, which is what's going to, as that continues to enter the workforce, you're going to see people who immediately are like, no, I trust the bot. Why would I spend time on hold?
Trust people
when I could chat, find my answer
technology
first.
more.
They'll
trust the technology more than the people. Yep. It's very true. I say it with my own kids. They're going to trust the technology over the people. And in some cases, that might actually be warranted. In some cases.
Yeah, but the problem with them is that they don't know how to question technology. And that's the point. They just go with it. They don't think of what ifs or what to ask and what happens and so forth and so on.
I'd say they don't know how to question.
Oh, just a change. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah. I think they don't know how to question, period, but technology is definitely included in that. That's for sure. So it's 2024. We've been talking about autonomous vehicles for a long time. We see some autonomous trucks making trips. Is this going to be the year that we see autonomous trucks down the road? You're going to be driving down the highway, look to your right, see a rig, and no driver in the driver's seat. Are we going to see that this year?
I think this is the year. Here's the statement. I think this is the year that large-scale 3PLs are publicly acknowledging their investment toward it. Is this the year that it makes progress from a freight flow standpoint? I don't think so. I think we still have lots of work to do. I think the industry got two big black eyes on some fundraising and original companies coming into this deal, and that created a bandwidth of skepticism where I'm going to take a year out and just see what's happening here on a risky investment. You see Redwood Logistics, you see Uber Freight, you see others that are all in no matter what the environment is. They're saying this is it. So I think you're going to see more of those big mission statements of dollars invested. But again, besides the Anheuser-Busch and the Procter & Gamble's and the Georgia Pacifics of the world, I don't know who else is jumping on a regular basis yet.
Yep. We'll see it next month when we go to Manifest in Vegas. There's going to be autonomous vehicles at Manifest. Always a fun thing to see and to talk to people that are designing the software for it, see the machines themselves in person. So that's going to be fun out there. Several of us are going to Manifest. Yeah, go ahead.
Am I the only guy that goes to these shows all the time and says, hey, that's the coolest autonomous truck? I have ice cream that needs to be delivered. I'll take 1,000 of those. And they say, oh, these are our prototypes, bud. Like these are our, okay. When are they available? In 2037.
That's not happening until 2050.
Yeah.
We have trade shows filled with ideas. But if I had a deal right now where I required autonomous trucks, it would take a struggle to procure that equipment immediately, right? Yep. I mean, I think it would. I don't know how much is out there inventory wise.
Jeff's not going to be around when this happens. That's what he's saying. He's not going to be around when this goes down. Is how it's going to happen.
How many ice cream are you sitting on, Mitch?
That's personal, Kyle.
I'll be watching it from above.
So we will be at Manifest. If you haven't signed up for Manifest yet, make sure you do so. You can use our coupon code where we're a partner Word on the Street. We're going to be doing a live podcast from Manifest. So make sure you go to manifestvegas.com/Word on the Street. You get $200 off your ticket. It's not too late to register. That is February 2 through 5 in Vegas. It's going to be a great show. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. I've heard a lot of people going out there.
Is it too late to get a hotel room? Have you gotten one yet, Trey? Or
I have a hotel
quote
room.
Unquote, I'm sharing with Bain.
It's too late to
get
one.
Sharing it with Bain.
Listen, we got news. I got a hotel room, first of all. That's news by itself.
Does it have a mirror on the ceiling again?
We'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out. But Bain is actually not going to be at Manifest this year. Like, I'm heartbroken. Like, we're breaking the tradition.
Who's going to keep you warm at night, baby?
Coleman will.
That's
Mr. Can't even grow a mustache.
Kyle, you know that you could just go to Circus, spend 2 hours on those penny slots, and they'll give you a room there, bro. I mean, they'll comp your room at Circus.
They'll make it work.
They'll
make it work.
But does it come with the strongest man in logistics? Like, that's what I'm looking for.
This one will not. Yeah, this one will not, but I'm sad about that. But Coleman and I will be there, so we'll be representing from Beta, so that'll be fun. So if you haven't signed up yet, make sure you do. Again, go to manifestvegas.com/Word on the Street and get $200 off your ticket today. All right, we got to pause, guys. It's time for a new game suggested by
Well, actually, Trey,
what the heck?
You can be quiet. I'm going to host this segment. Although I think Trey knew, I came up with this game. However, I think Trey wanted to sabotage me because he kind of tried to go around it. But essentially, I wanted to kind of come up with what everyone's New Year's resolution is. But Trey decided he's going to come up there. He's going to physically ask every one of you. But Natalie and I, we worked together, and Morgan, she joined in. I think Coleman might have thrown some stuff. We kind of worked together to create what we think everyone's Natalia, Natalie, Nat, everything.
Wow. She's so tired of it. She's like, it's Natalia.
Okay. I don't want to do this game anymore. I'm done. But yeah, we came up with the game for this year. The game's going to be, we're going to guess what everyone's New Year's resolution is. So we're going to say what the resolution is, and then we're going to try to guess who actually came up for that for Word on the Street. It's not about focus or transform. It's about just Word on the Street resolutions. So
not about beer.
Go ahead.
Listen, folks, if you want to drop off, this is the good time to stop watching the show right now. Just, if you don't want
Word on the Street unmuted.
This is usually where we
join. So who do you think resolution is
going into these games?
Who do we think this is?
It's easy. Scott Watanabe. It's Freight Sensei.
That's the easiest one.
That's 100%. I appreciate it so much. To be the first.
Jennifer's back because she knows what's up.
She's like,
she wants in on this. All right,
next one.
All right, next one.
Get a pick with Trey.
That's Kyle. 100% Kyle.
100%
That's
it's not happening.
Kyle.
It's not.
I go for realistic goals. Not something that's involved. Damn it.
It's not going to happen. Not happening.
All right, next resolution. Finally see Taylor
Yes.
Swift and Beyonce.
That's
Yeah,
Jeff,
for
baby.
sure.
That's
Why do you
Jeff.
think he shaved?
never
Why do you
said
think he
that.
shaved?
There's no way I said
That's your
that.
resolution. That's what you want to accomplish.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's awesome.
I'll buy 2 seats so you can come with me, Kyle. Jesus.
I'm in. I'm
Yes,
in.
please do that. Please do that. Yes, please do
live
that.
stream.
Because then you'll get a
Wear
picture with him.
Wear clothes the entire time on Word on the Street.
Oh, that's got to be.
I mean, it's got to be Mitch.
It's got to be.
That's got
Gotta be Mitch.
No, it's gotta
It's
be.
gotta be
No,
Mitch.
that's
No, it's
that's
Kyle.
nuts. That's totally Kyle. Totally Kyle.
Okay. I did it one time for the roast, okay?
Well, to be
Kyle's like,
fair,
I don't like
one
this
time
game.
more than
I thought you guys wanted fans. I thought we got to get more eyeballs on the product. I'm
But
trying to
that-
do my best.
Clearly doing a great
Grow
job.
hair.
Grow
Oh,
hair.
jeez, this is a lot of.
Ooh, this
Dan,
could
that's
be-
Dan.
Is that Dan or Mitch?
Dan's
Grow
catching
hair.
strays.
Where
on
do they
the
want to
screen.
grow their hair?
Okay, yeah. So anybody who's bald on the episode, perfect.
And now Jeff. That's right.
Yeah.
I know now Jeff. I love
That's
it.
Never been. You can ask her.
Nice.
Ask Mrs.
Grow the
Sensei.
beard
She
back.
likes this.
That's got to be. That's got to be Jeff.
If back
Grow the
wasn't
beard
there,
back.
it's me.
Yeah, got to be Jeff. Yeah.
His
Grow the
wasn't a beard,
beard.
though. His was a mustache.
Grow the beard
Jeff,
is Coleman.
I don't know what
Grow the
we
beard
did
back
to
is
them.
Jeff.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna-
Coleman.
we're gonna attack
That's
over
not
here.
me. That's Coleman, man. He's just coming out of puberty. Come on, man.
Appear on an episode of
Appear
Word
on
on
an
the Street.
episode of
Oh,
what?
Greg Roberts. Greg Roberts.
Greg, it's got to be
Greg
yeah.
Where
Roberts.
is Greg
Yes.
Roberts? Come on.
Where
We
is
need to
Greg?
Greg.
Or
Greg, we're calling
Jolly,
you. Greg,
but yeah.
come on.
Awesome.
Greg,
Oh, Jolly,
Chris
Jolly ain't coming back ever again.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing.
He's smart.
All right, is that it? Okay, is that all the resolutions? We didn't get to lift a car.
Lift the car.
Jen.
Jane.
Yeah,
It's got to be Jen.
Yeah.
That's got to be
Mom.
Bane.
Has to be Jen.
It's the
Yeah,
game.
beefcake.
Oh, yes, we knew it was Bane.
That's beefcake.
Could be me too. Send more.
Send Morgan content. When
Oh, it's got to be Trey.
Cool.
Right.
That's a dig on me.
But only when it's relevant.
Only when it's
He's not
relevant.
very nice. Look at
Man,
him.
Do I send
They're-
irrelevant
they're
content?
hashing out.
He's so
They're
into
ending
his
you.
reaction.
Morgan
like,
forgot
why
to
is
say
that
some
mean?
things during her end of year review. Sheriff
No, that's
California
Coleman.
is gotta be
Yeah.
every,
Coleman.
every guy in the Word on the Street.
Kyle's
Coleman.
jealous.
He's
He wants
contracted to
it
do
now.
it.
That's Coleman's
There
wish.
we go. Yeah.
Coleman's
I'm
wish
just
is to
taking
get a
place this
room.
time.
To sleep
Man, I
in
wish
a
Robert
bed
was
when
here
he
to
visits
defend
Trey.
himself. He's just not even here.
Right?
Well, trans.
Football fans from the Bears to a better franchise. Yeah, that's got to be Mitch.
Excuse me.
Yeah, come on, Mitch. Come on over, Mitch. Mitch, come on, come on, come on. Come to the dark side. Come to the Chiefs.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on, buddy.
yeah.
You can do it.
You got Rob. I forgot.
Jeff's a Giants fan. Now,
That's
do we
right.
consider
I
the
sure
Giants
am.
good?
And I'm afraid to
Our
say
Giants-
that.
Ooh, that's Jennifer.
Yeah.
That's got to be Jennifer.
That's
Dude, she's
Jen, yeah.
she's solid. Listen, you want to have some fun karaoke? You get okay. Yeah, Natalia and Morgan, they had some fun up there as well. But Jen was rocking it out like it was a
You're-
personal
Yeah.
concert. It was
Sorry.
a personal concert.
Nat Morgan, you're telling me when Trey sings Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson, he's not a part of that crew?
I'm pretty sure I sang that this
I was
Christmas.
like, I'm pretty sure those were the types of song he chose.
I'm pretty sure we sang that one. We sang a
He
Kelly Clarkson
read
song.
the Hamilton
since you've
songbook.
been
It
gone.
was 250
Since we've been
pages, Morgan. You can't tell me he's not ready for professional karaoke.
True story.
I
True
love
story.
him.
Be better at golf. No, just
Coleman.
quit. That's got to be
That's
Coleman. Wow,
It's
that's
gotta be.
mean, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna
man,
quit?
these are-
Oh
these are-
man.
the
No,
roast is
I'm
really hard.
breaking 90. 100 the first
I know.
year.
That's
I'm
right. You're breaking 90
year.
this year. Absolutely, it's going to happen.
You
I
guys,
think it's going to happen.
remember, you guys remember
I
when
think it's going to happen in the first half of the year. First
that
half of the
was
year.
great.
Oh, come on. This
you
is
guys
just
remember
mean.
last year when Coleman dressed up in that suit and was scaring people off the train?
Yeah. I remember.
All right.
How
That's
many
me.
resolutions do we come up with, guys?
There's a,
Yeah,
there's a lot of resolutions here.
I feel like a
I'm
lot of
terrible
them
walking
are
it off.
just.
Jen,
I like
Oh, that's Jen.
Christmas too. Thank you very much. I know it's me.
Morgan and Jen. Look at that. Nice.
They said
Wow,
there
there are a lot of
holiday other
resolutions.
than Halloween.
Final round. Morgan.
Okay, this is it. Final round.
Here
Final
we
round.
go. Oh, Coleman.
Put more effort into my jobs. Facts. Facts right there. That's good.
That's
That's
awesome.
good.
Oh, wow.
And that's been presented by Tie Logistics or whatever we
Tie
heard,
software.
whatever.
Tie
Oh,
software, my
damn
friend.
it.
Tie software. We gotta work on this.
AI.
Tie software.
I forgot our
come on,
Oh, my
Kyle,
God.
get with the program.
All right, listen, I'm taking back over. You're done. Nice job, Kyle.
I
Nice
like
work.
that.
Good job
you.
on that.
That's a good one.
Nice job.
New list for host.
That's right. That's right. And thank you to our friends over at Ty Software. Again, to learn more about them,
Software.
check them out at bit.ly/Ty-Software. Check them out today. All right. So again, we got a couple of announcements here before we end the show. We do have it this week in pictures. We'll get to that in a minute. We got a couple of announcements. It is 2024, people. So if you have not started thinking about your trade show strategy, you need to do that. There's some great shows coming up this year. I'm going to highlight a couple. You know which ones I'm going to highlight. Manifest. Make sure you go to that one. We got the Broker Carrier Summit, April 22 through 24, with a new golf tournament coming. It's coming soon. We're going to announce that soon at the summit. Very excited about that. So make sure you sign up for that. BrokerCarrierSummit.com. The momentum is building. Very exciting. Brokers and carriers coming together in Kansas City, a sleeper town in transportation, everybody. You want to be there. You don't want to miss it. And then also make sure you register for Elevate, TMSA's annual get-together. It's going to be awesome. It's in New Orleans this year.
I want to try to get there.
The MC is going to be dope. I'm just throwing that out there. The MC is going to be freaking awesome. So
Mark
make sure you
Beers
sign
only,
up.
Well, it's not trades. That's good.
Mark it down, everybody. So check them out at events.tmsatoday.org and get signed up for those. And then also any other events out there that really matter, let us know what you're going to. We'd love to see where you're going to be out there this year on the road. We lost Jennifer. What happened? She's gone. Get her back in here.
Meatball cookies are
There
done.
we go. Meatball cookies are done. All right. Okay.
No,
It's
well,
time
we
to
are.
finish the show the
I
way
was
that we always
gonna
finish the
say-
show. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say early bird pricing ends next Friday. And since you've been hyping up my singing skills, I have promised Hank, my business development manager, that I would sing at conference. So
Yes, let's go. I
and-
think karaoke needs to be a part of
Yeah.
TMSA. Like we need to make this an
Oh,
actual
man. You
part
don't
of
want to hear
TMSA.
me sing. Oh, hell no.
we don't make
Jeff,
other
come on.
people sing if they
Oh,
don't.
I know the
I
best
did
way to
make
empty a
homies.
room.
But
I mean, I kind of want to hear you sing now, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Get Jeff on the mic. He's just
You know what,
setting it up.
Kyle?
Trey,
I'll,
we'll do
I'll
push-ups
sing
to
a
you
Swifty song for you, right?
Oh, please.
Yes, even better. Let's
Wow.
go. That's what we want to see. All right, everybody. It's time for This Week in Pictures. And I have to say, there's a little bit of a New Year's hangover because most of us, including myself, forgot to submit pictures this week. Next week might be a bigger edition of it. So let's go ahead and, just because Kyle, he's the only one that submitted it. So it's just him. All right, here we go. Kyle, what is this?
So everyone else
Your
likes
mind.
to do their old pull or plunge for New Year's. I'm doing a new thing. I'm going to clock my daughter, who's 3 years old, 40 time and see if she gets any faster throughout the year. So this is the first running of the toddler. Let's see how she does.
What?
Let's see
I
this.
love
Let's
it.
see it.
That is so funny.
So I'm marking off the 40. I'm showing it's a real field, turf field, trying to make sure she can't complain when she's
okay,
older.
it's
I'm like,
legit.
oh, you
It's
put on
legit.
crap.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
legit.
as you
Here we
see,
go.
she's getting pumped up. I think she's listening to a little Kid Rock ball with the ball in her head. All right. Now
cannot
you're
wait
gonna
to have a kid
notice
just to put him through a
she's not even
combine.
in a stance, so there's easy low hanging fruit, and she's
Right,
off.
you got some. Yeah, you got some
Oh,
tips you can make. there you go.
Plenty of tips, plenty of ways to
Yeah.
get this time
Get
up.
those arms swinging a little bit
There we
harder.
go,
Get those
yeah.
knees up.
Look at her
There
go.
she goes.
There she comes. You gotta close your mouth. That's air draft
That's
issues.
their draft. Yeah, I got
air
to work
draft.
on that.
So
What was
there
the
we go.
official time? What was the official time?
We're at 27.3 seconds. She's stretching out post run. That was stupid of her. You should have done it first time. Now she's giving like praise to like everyone, giving
She
shout
just
outs.
did it.
Yeah.
Now she's walking
Oh,
it
no.
off.
Yeah.
So we need
That's
so
my weekly
Kyle, we need you to
pictures.
track this. We need a spreadsheet with progress on this. All right. So we need you to track the progress and report back to
Every
us
year.
how
Every
she's
year
doing.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Are you only gonna do it? You're gonna do it throughout the year, or just on January 1st?
Let's see if she made good decisions throughout the year to get faster in her 40
Oh,
time.
okay. So this is just once a year. Wow, we got to wait 50 shows to see the next one. Man,
52.
that's rough. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, everybody. Well, hey,
Mitch
thanks
is
for
already
joining
talking to his daughter. He's already like, I gotta
First
get you
word
faster.
on the
Holy
street.
crap.
First word on the street of 2024. Oh, wait, just kidding. I have some too. What? Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. So ignore the Book of Mormon sign up there. That's hilarious. But,
It's part of that in
But
body
I-
scan.
That's what
I
I saw.
know.
I was like, oh, he went to go see.
I know it definitely.
Missionary
Talking about-
style. What?
Talking about the power of messaging, it jumps right off the screen. But when we were in New York for our trip over the holidays, we saw all of these cargo containers being used for audio visual. Kyle, I thought you would like this. This was the company that was putting together the New Year's Eve, Rockin' Christmas show. And they had probably 20 of these containers that they just dropped on the curbs or near the curbs around Times Square. And they did all of their audio video production out of these containers. But I thought it's always really cool to see how, containers in the industry are being used. But there were a ton of them on Times Square. You never see them all in the production, but they were all over the place. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty fun.
Very cool.
Yep. And we got to see several musicals, which was awesome. We got to go see Wicked, which is Jen's favorite. And we got to go see Hamilton. So it was really fun. Good time for our daughters.
Skip the whole missionary style thing.
We did not take them to the Book of Mormon. We did not take them to that one. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact,
that was you only.
Yeah. I did not see it either, my friend, but it was good. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Word on the Street. We're on a 6.5 day break. We'll see you back here next Friday. Thanks to everybody participating. We're going to have a good time next week, so make sure you join us noon Central on LinkedIn, but also make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to our new page, Beta Podcast Network, with an underscore in between, Beta_Podcast_Network. Subscribe, catch all of our content over there. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you. Peace out.